Hello folks, my name is Bio, usually known as BioGods, and this is my friend Foolax.
How y'all doing?
So, we just wanted to do a quick update video letting you folks know what's going on with episode 4 for Dimensional Cyberwarz. So right now, we're experiencing some delays on this project because of a lot of stuff going on, and Foolax will pretty much explain about it in this video.
For those who know, I am the voice, actor, and creator of the main villain of the series, Talos. So as you all know, each episode has been getting a little more intricate on how we film things. The first 3 scripts were written by BioGods. However, for episode 4, I decided to throw my hat in the ring as I had a handful of ideas to go off of for the series. Same thing with episode 5. Both of them got really positive reviews among everyone on the production team. The reason why episode 4 is taking a long time is that there's a lot more going on in between the sequences that we work on. Which is good. We do want to bring you that fun, action-packed quality throughout the series. I recently sat down with the production crew to see where we want to go with this series, and after the very positive feedback that was given to the script for episode 4 and 5, and this was agreed upon by everyone there, I will be handling the script from episode 4 and onwards. We expect to have around 13 episodes, which will be considered a full season by show standards. Each episode will be chock full of action-packed sequences, plenty of fun dialogue, but at the same time, a nice level of calming moments to where you can catch up on bits and pieces of lore and the world they truly thrive in. If there's anything I want to utilize with the script, it is to truly bring out that word worlds that VR chat uses to make it feel like you're in a place that is not of your own. As we talk about this right now, episode 4 is indeed in production. We've been working for the last probably handful of months on this thing. If I could give a rough estimation as to when this episode will be finished, and don't hold me to this, I would say maybe around Christmas time of this year. We know there is a lot that can be done in VR chat, especially user, creator, and worlds-wise, so we truly plan to push that to its limits for this series. I do want to reinstate that yes, Bio will still be doing camera direction for this series, as that is one of his main talents when it comes to it, aside from also editing. The main thing I will be doing is primary direction from the script and story. Both of us will kind of have a seat in the direction field, but it'll mainly be me taking lead on what episodes are to come. We're going to be tossing around different kinds of ideas on set, but there will be one main goal. Different ideas that are put in the mix to enhance the experience of the series, that person will be properly credited for that said idea, along with the work that they do in general.
And we also worked on a new skit for Ferality's Community Showcase, which basically caused some delay in our production work for episode 4. So yeah, we have a new skit that's being submitted to Ferality. We're hoping this skit gets chosen for Community Showcase. If not, we will publish it on YouTube soon after the event.
Now, we know there are certain restrictions when it comes to submitting a video for Ferality, so whether it does or does not get accepted, do expect a director's cut of this skit. This will be the full and extended version of what we originally had in mind when we approached this idea. This script was actually written by Dydros, making it his first time, stepping into the script realm. We've already looked it over, and we had to put in some dialogue changes and scene enhancements, but we do trust that you'll enjoy what we have to show for this director's cut version after the Ferality event. This skit was actually directed by me and BioGods together and was put on an extremely tight time limit, and I don't really like doing these at all, but given what our deadline was, we kind of had to do this. They were given a time limit of only 12 hours to film it and only 1 week to get it all edited and done. They really went crazy on this. I mean, they're absolutely mad. And they got it all finished in 9 hours. Everything. So there was so much more time left. It was insane. I couldn't believe it. 9 hours out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've done independent films for a long time, so for me, the whole editing stuff, I'm really quick with that kind of stuff. I just jump into it. I'm like, okay, take a break. Okay, back to work.
That still blows my mind. See, now I'm glad you said it like that, because that's very much a thing. It's despite how the projects look the way they do, and the production crew's kind of small. It's only 12 people here. We don't do the whole heavy condensing and crunching of time and scenes. We don't do all that. We know people got lives. We know people got other things they want to do, and the time being, which is totally fine. That's what also lent a delay to episode 4, because there was a whole stretch of cons that people wanted to attend, which is totally fine. They went there, had a ball, and came back feeling refreshed, and they had to take a minute to, settle in. And just now we're actually getting back into the groove of things.
And a lot of love and effort's been going into this series because, the guys and I have been working so hard on this. We did an amazing job. Even the production quality of the series, the cinematography and the camera shots, the voice acting, everything else is getting better for each episode. And every time we go out and film and in VR, it's amazing. When folks see it, you're gonna be like, oh my god, the quality's jumped so much. I'm like, yeah, because we've done so much filming, we've done a lot of talking, we work together as a team. It's not time.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. And if I'm not sure if it's been said to y'all thoroughly, but allow this to be a time where we say it straight from our hearts here. When we do this whole series, it's just distinctly for fun. We're not looking at it to snag views. We're not looking at it for any sort of crazy popularity. It is all just fun. This whole thing grew out of a silly idea when we noticed that there were so many things to be done in VRC, and we decided to make this. And if you're also wondering, yes, we know it's not the crazy good Hollywood shot that that you see in films. We know that. I mean, there's only so much you can do in a world where your avatars essentially just jitter all of a sudden randomly. We know there are limits, there are lines. We know the writing may not be the grand, super mega top tier. No, we know. Like I said, it's just us putting out our piece. And even when I say on my piece, when I do the script writing, I intend to have fun with it, but make it interesting at least. But it's not going to be no multi-award winning, no. It's just something to do. As for the voice acting, yes, I do intend and want to utilize people using their natural voices. Very little to no effects are actually put on people's voices. The most that's really heard is probably a robotic filter, but that's literally about it.
And I think that's pretty much about it. Really, for this, because so far, I'm also working on some short videos here and there for TikTok too. But it's right now I'm having problems with the Tatum skit, the one called the Office Tatum skit. That one I'm lagging ideas on that one. But still, I gotta figure out how I'll let folks know more about it another time. Because right now I'm just trying to figure out what to do at the ending for that skit. But because it's the thing about working on films, something I will come across art blocks every once in a while, and it's frustrating to deal with.
No, I understand. Yeah, sometimes it can be tough being on the whole artistic area and directing narrative of certain things. Yeah, it can be a little rough. Also, for those who may remember, there was supposed to be a Halloween skit that was supposed to be done last year, but has been delayed on both Bio's part and the production part. Mainly because, Bio wants to go back and redo the whole script and setup himself, and that they want to film it at a later point.
Yeah, because when I got the script in the production, and we go through it, and then after we improved so much with the quality with Dimensional Cyberwarz, I was like, you know what? Looking back at the script, I was like, yeah, it's just, you know what? Scrap it. I mean, hang on to it, but redo it and make it much better, with better dialogue, better storytelling. And this time will be much better than the old script, yeah.
Now, I'm glad you said that. As for those who wonder what would be the future of the episodes that are currently out for Dimensional Cyberwarz, yes, I do plan to go back to episodes 1, 2, and 3 and completely redo them script-wise. Not destroy all of it, no, or redo every single bit of it. We're just going to have it cohesively flow into episode 4. This was discussed when the script writing responsibilities were handed off to me, and they all agreed that episode 1, 2, and 3 would be rewritten in the same way and style that episode 4 is, and onwards.
Yeah, because episode 1 and 2 is basically the pilot episode when you think about it, because we originally made it for for TikTok. For those who are wondering, yeah, we shot. The reason why we shot in portrait mode instead of landscape mode was because originally it was gonna be made for TikTok, and then the guys and I were like, okay, this video is too long. It's gonna make people feel uncomfortable from just watching it in portrait mode. So you know what? Let's film in landscape mode, and that's what we did. So from now on, we're releasing all the episodes on YouTube instead of TikTok. And for some reason they look better in landscape mode than portrait mode, because portrait mode's like it's just really uncomfortable to watch for a long time. They're only great for short films.
Yeah, it was originally Bio's idea to do it for both TikTok and YouTube, but after we saw how long it was taking, we decided nah, cut off that TikTok part, man. We don't need that, and just keep it YouTube exclusive.
Oh yeah, and the world that we're actually in right now, believe it or not, we're actually creating a studio world in VR chat, or a production studio world.
Oh yeah, this whole world was actually created for us to host meetings and do different rough drafts and kind of prepare people for when we're about to go out and do filming work and stuff like that. And it's been quite useful, I can't lie about that. At some point this will be available to the public to visit, but I have put a pretty firm grip on keeping it private for right now. But I'm sure when it's time and you'll see Bio announce it on his social media, and that'll be a time where y'all can come by to visit when it goes public.
Yeah, right now the world's a work in progress. We're adding a lot of cool stuff in here. We got some custom art with our friends Personas on it, on the vending machines and the cafe, and we're also going to have our offices in this world. So yeah, basically it's going to be a place where we work at, interact, but also have some fun stuff. Basically, we're going to put some fun interactive stuff in the world to make it fun and enjoyable for the guests to, stop by and look around, see some stuff. But yeah. Yep, that's about it, folks.
We appreciate your time, and we look forward to sharing more dimensional Cyberwarz with you all in the future. You all take care now.
Goodbye, everybody. Stay awesome.